market has just hit an all-time high.
Here, and it was pretty good. So I was like, all right, 2023, let's go a little bit harder, and started getting more confidence in making my own type of bread and butter trades, which worked out really well.
In this episode of Trading on the Road, I am heading to California to meet with the Los Angeles Options Trading Group. We are going to provide some clips of the meetings and some of the member-only classes I do live on the road. I'm also going to give you a glimpse of how I incorporate personal gatherings with business traveling. I just said goodbye to the family, and I am now heading through the airport to jump on the plane. I just arrived in Los Angeles and I'm heading to the Uber pickup area, then to Hotel Perla in downtown LA, which is part of the Marriott Autograph Collection.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is a look into the hotel room. It's not very big, but it's a very nice room. The hotel was once the Bank of Italy. I have arrived at the hotel early, so now I'm going to do some work before dinner with one of our members in the LA group. This is a short tour of the hotel just before I go to dinner. This is Susan, one of our members. We had dinner in the hotel restaurant. It is now the next morning and I'm getting prepared for our Friday morning trading floor. I will show some clips from the member-only programming.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us this morning for this Friday morning trading floor. The markets have just opened. The market has just dropped a decent amount, which is nice, and we're going to see if we can get filled on that trade any second now. So anyway, that's the trade there, and then the call side is giving us a chance to adjust. So before this market jumps back up, because I think it's going to jump back up, and just have to make an adjustment really quickly. Then I'm going to jump on the calls with everyone. So they gave it to me. So I'm going to, if we drop, then we drop. I'm going to let it go all the way to touching that 47.65, because as you guys heard me say, when the market was going down on Wednesday, I said we're going to all-time highs in the SPX, and I said probably next week, but I'll give it 2 weeks. And it looks like it could be today. So anyway, we adjusted that, and now we'll see what happens. The market was at 27, 28, 30 points up earlier. All right, so Awanza, it's giving you a chance to adjust right now. That 1DT trade that's at the 4,800. So what I would do is I would roll 4805. All right, so 0DT is 4805. You have a 20-point wide spread on, correct? And you have 3 contracts. So the put side is probably worthless. So what I would 20 points would be there. So what I would do is buy this back, and that's going to cost you. You have 3 contracts right now, so that's going to cost you $1,000. Let's just say $1,100. So I would okay, 1059, perfect. So I would roll it out to 3 days. Monday, I haven't checked, but normally we don't have any economic news on Monday. So I would roll it out to Monday. I would go to probably the 48. Let's see if you can go to the 48.30 now, and 20 points. You're gonna go to 10 points wide, like you said. That would definitely give you what you want. So I would do that. And for me, and this doesn't mean it's right, because the market has been going down for the last half an hour to 38 minutes, right? But for me, I would do it because I think this market is going up today. But it's obviously, since the market's open, it's faking some people out, in my opinion. We're going back to we're going up today. So in my opinion, but we'll see how that plays out. All right, so I just want to point out that we got out of that trade, and we got that 1DT trade we got out. We collected 135 yesterday, and we got out at 75. So I think it was about 40%, something like that. Probably could have got more, but I don't like how this market how it was all night, and it feels like it wants to go higher. The market has just hit an all-time high at a little over 48.18. So very, very interesting. This market has been super strong for the last 2.5 months. Since the end of October, went up over 10% in October, and then went up a lot again in December, and then it's just hit an all-time high here in January. So just amazing up move. Going to be a little afraid of the down move when it happens. So be vigilant out there.
I'm now working in the lobby area after the trading floor, just before the next member-only programming.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us this afternoon for this witching hour. Today we have a lot we need to cover. We're going to talk about the 1DT strategy, the 7DT strategy. We're going to talk about these markets, and we're going to help a number of different people. We're going to start off with helping people because this market has hit all-time highs, and it continues to go up. It's now more than 2 times the expected move today, and I know it's putting some pressure on the call side for a number of different people. We were able to get out of that 1DT trade this morning with 45%, and then we were able to get out of the 7DT trade before the market, literally just before the market kind of started this up run, and it hasn't went back. We were able to get about 1.3% on the week for that trade. So that was nice. I was able to help a couple people. I know Andrea was on the call this morning. I contacted her and made sure that she got out of her trade, and she got out of it for a profit as well. And so if you didn't get out, if you're still in and you just couldn't get out at whatever reason why, it's obviously some pressure right now. So I have a few people that I want to work with this really fast to kind of help them kind of adjust the trade. Some is 911, some is not necessarily 911, but still need to be adjusted. So Tanya, I'm going to start with you first. So can you unmute your mic and share your screen?
The market closed at an all-time high, and I'm now about to do some work as I get a drink in the rooftop area of the hotel. It is now the next morning, and I'm getting ready for the main event of this trip, and that's a big meeting with the LA Options Trading Group.
I can learn here, and it was pretty good. So I was like, all right, 23, let's go a little bit harder, and started getting more confidence in making my own type of bread and butter trades, which worked out really well, using the suggested or proposed trades that they sent out. So last year was really good. I'm just going further, and it helped me find my style, which was the toughest thing. Trying all these different things, and they don't work out, but got my style. Now I'm leaning into it. So very appreciative.
Awesome. Welcome everybody, I'm Ernie Rapp. I'm a long-dated trader.
Watch his paint dry.
And watch his paint dry. Love it. Been trading for about 10 years. About 5 years ago, I realized I knew very little about what I was doing. And like what Neil just mentioned a minute ago, I actually Googled like option traders Houston, Texas, which is where I was at the time. And surprisingly, to my amazement, this meetup, O'Brien's group, was scheduled for the very first meeting downtown Houston, Texas. So I went there and I spent literally, this was started in Houston once a month, basically on a Wednesday night. I spent maybe 3 or 4 sessions going back and forth. Do I trust this guy? Does he have more knowledge than I do? And he definitely does. Partnered with him very quickly. We've been trading and mentoring ever since, and it was through the same desire, Neil, you had to find other people like-minded that you actually wanted to look straight in the eyes, shake their hands, and talk to say, what are we doing here? And build a little community about how to make it.
We teach people how to sell options. 0 DTE day trading. 1 DTE means it expires the next day, right? So you put the option on today, and then it's going to expire the next, and that's the second most risky type of trade in the options world, in our opinion. The 0 DTE trade is the most risky, but with more risk comes to more reward. So if you're really good at 0 DTE trading, you can have these awesome returns, right? Like a 0.5% to 1% of your account each day.
The main event is over, and I'm now driving to see my grandmother in the Temecula area of California. I am checking into hotel number 2 before breakfast with my grandmother. I am now in San Diego. I'm heading to my 3rd hotel of the trip, and I'm going to do some work in the bar area and then head to the hotel room before having dinner with a close friend. If you like this video, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. We thank you in advance. We'll see you in the next Trading on the Road.